G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JaWoodle, and welcome back to The Walking Dead in 7 Days to Die, where we have just survived our first Blood Moon Horde. And given that going into it, I had no plan of action, no idea what to do or how to do to get through that night, I think it's actually gone pretty well. We made like a chook and just bloody winged it, and I'm pretty stoked with the result, to be honest. I'm still chock-a-block full of all of the gubs from last night. In fact, I'll quickly just repair up my spear, given us my bread and butter going forward. But speaking of going forward, I have made a couple of changes, because you know what, sometimes you have an idea, you put it all together, and it doesn't quite turn out how you thought it did. So like, put your hand up and make the appropriate changes. So feral sense. I have now turned off feral sense because I don't feel like it works well with the mass amount of zombies I have. It's just too many zombies and too much feral sense. And feral sense doesn't quite work the way that I wanted it to in my head. So I've turned feral sense off. I've also reduced the XP gain from 200% down to 150 just to try and balance it. Because let's be honest, if I'm killing 1,000 zombies a week, that's ridiculous. We'll be well into max game stage before we even get close to the end of the series. So those are the things I've changed going forward. Hopefully that balances it out just that little bit, makes it a bit more viable to actually play the game. Not to spend every waking moment shamelessly stabbing zombies out the front of my house. It's kind of a shame, actually, if I'm being honest, that feral sense doesn't quite work that well. Like, I know it just means that every zombie knows where you are all the time, but I wish it was kind of like, if like you fired a gun or something like that, then for 5 minutes, all the zombies knew where you were. So like firing a gun or something in the city was actually a really desperate move, and you were persuaded not to by the fact that it caused so much problems for you later. Something like that, I think would be better, rather than just being on all the time, like it was consequence based. But either way, that's not the way it works, so it's now gone. What is the plan of action for today? I do kind of want to like keep on raiding and keep pushing. I might have to go and maybe grab some of those derpos that have been around, including, in fact, the one that I saw over there somewhere. The very first one that came down that only editing Josh spotted. Let's whack down the old tricycle and get out there and see what's going on. We could find that. It's hopefully where I can find some decent quality loot. My spear's great, but I need the other stuff to go with it. I haven't got the foggiest of a sausage of where that thing may have came down well ago. It's been a hot minute since I saw the bloody thing. That is a spider. Speaking of being incentivized to not use firearms in the city, could I see your noggin, please? Just gonna show me that booty. Alright, listen, if I had some dollary dues, I'd have to split it between you and stripper titties, but instead I'll just carry on my way, go for a ride on my bicycle instead. I need to find that bloody smoke plume though. I only saw it for a glimpse. It could be very well far away, but it's out here somewhere. I'm not sure I'm ever going to find it, to be honest. I'm a long way from home, and the smoke plume did look relatively big. I don't know, it's hard to judge because it was just in editing that one frame or a couple of frames and I saw the orange stuff. I'm a long way out of town. It may just be gone. It's gone forever. Let's just write it off, pretend it never happened. Right, okay. Maybe then instead, I might quickly duck back over to Trader Potatoes and see what I can buy. Because I do have a fair amount of coin on me, and I am looking for decent gubbins. So I'll go back over there, see what it's got to offer. Not necessarily just keep pushing trader quests, go and raid some other buildings on our own whim, but just see what we can do some shopping. I mean, speaking of raiding, there's a bloody silo barn just here, which has some pretty decent gubbins inside it. And I think a couple of boars around as well. Not gonna say no to that. Any extra bacon is good bacon, plus it's a relatively quick raid for me to do. No use trying to be stealthy, just get straight in, poke them all in the eye sockets and sit them all down. The spear's still doing well. The big tanky boys are dangerous, but not as dangerous as I am. Quickly check the workbench. No, nothing in there. Still desperate to find myself a wrench as well to break those things down and get all those free forged irons. I'd kind of forgotten. Oh man, I'm still rolling. Oh, I've left all my tools at home. I probably should have paid more attention after Horde night, given that most of my regular everyday gubs have now been left by the wayside. That wasn't clever, Josh. That wasn't clever at all. But yeah, I still want to get my wrench to break down those workbenches and things, because free forged iron is never a bad idea. Alright, let's get out of here nice and quick then. I need to get back home and get all my tools again. I can't believe I left them all behind. I'm gonna have to leave all this cobble and concrete behind because Muppet me. Ooh, weapons bag. Is that new? I don't remember that being over there before. Maybe it's been there forever and I've just never spied it because I'm too busy faffing about, getting distracted by anything else that's shiny. But yeah, Muppet me didn't bring my own bloody shovel with me, so I can't harvest all the materials that I need. Real quick, have a little gander in you. Steel knuckle parts I can sell. Ooh, I'm tempted to scrap you, but I'll keep you for now just in case. Now that I have the traders again, I can sell things to make money. Need to get out of the habit of just scrapping everything that's not immediately useful. Just gotta oh, no, don't. Alright, well at least you landed in the hay bales. You had a nice soft landing down there. There's actually a second spider I just saw as well. I didn't even notice the first time around. Alright, you know what? If the Guardians are just going to abandon their posts and leave it to our own devices, I'll happily ransack the joint and take all the gubbins I can. Not your best endeavor, hey. Or maybe that was your plan all along. Didn't want to get in a fight, so it's like, oh no, I fell off the edge. What a shame. Weird that you miraculously landed in the wet stuff and the soft stuff down below. That's fine. You know what? I won't ask any questions. Just let me take all the valuables. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Speaking of valuables, remember when I made the tier 5 pipe rifle and I was like, this is going to piss off the gods and they're going to try and get back at it by giving me some good loot to make it seem like it wasn't worthwhile. A tier 5 hunting rifle and a mods to go in. I've already got one of those anyway, but a mods go in it. That's pretty bloody exciting. This spider's getting all rattled downstairs. What are you doing? So you're doing 66 with a mod, you're doing 85 without one. That is chalk and cheese. Whack you down. Don't even have a scope for you yet, but you're still going to be a real heckin' good time. Who wants to cop around? You guys want to cop around? Oh, we have a rifle. We have a gun. Oh, headshots for days, lads. Before I get too carried away, I should probably grab the rest of the gubbins from around here. I can sell you, take the cements. The turret schematic, thank you, and a tempered blade schematic as well, and a couple of 44 rounds. I am stoked. I am as stoked as a wheel of cheese. That's so good. I can't believe I found a hunting rifle already. I'm all about it. Quickly get up, ooh, and get in, and this is different. This is very much different to what I'm used to it being. Is this like had a balcony the whole time, or have I just forgotten about it? Oh, here come all the zombies as well because I made such a bloody ruckus. In fairness, I did fire a rifle. That would be heckin' loud. So good though. I'm so happy about that. There's quite a lot of zombies on the outside of this silo, but I don't really care because the hidden stash is mine. Couple of cheeky nuggies that are now actually useful. The shiny stuff's all over it again. Herbal antibiotics. Alright, well, let's go. Cheeky early morning raid before Brekkie has paid dividends. But it's all like at 9 AM as well, so I can go to Trader Potato, get my rewards, and be happy as Larry about it. Sit you all down. You too. Come on, Steel Spear, stay with me. It's doing well. This is dangerous. If I fall in love with spears, this could be a watershed moment. So while I'm pedaling back, there is one more thing that I wanted to mention. Difficulty changes as the series go on. I always change the difficulty, like ramp it up as the game progresses to try and keep everything nice and balanced. That is a copperoonie. Hold your horses. Right through several of your chins. You may have been bulletproof before, but my new rifle says, yeah, nah, mate. Gotta smash you like a bloody Big Mac at 2 AM. But difficulty rises. So I figured out to get to day 49, the difficulty changes now. I'm gonna do the first 2 weeks on Nomad. There's another copy. Quickly sit you down as well, right? Not there. That was a shank. Hold on. Right. Could use a scope, order some better eyesight. Oh, you're a feral, so you're mad at me now. I was gonna say, how are you running? Oh, damn it. Alright, fine. Go to hell and take your XP with you. So the first 2 weeks are gonna be on Nomad, so 7 to 14. The next 2 weeks will go on to Warrior, 2 weeks after that on Survivalist, then the last week from day 42 to 49, assuming I make it that far, will be on Insane. There's no point raising the speeds of zombies because they're already all on walking anyway. So raise difficulty like that, I think will keep it nice and balanced. I hope so anyway. It's definitely a bit of a challenge, more so than I expected, to keep everything balanced. Bit of a moving target, trying to figure out how to make sure I'm not too overpowered and the game stays challenging, but also, you know, keeps it interesting and makes it fun. You can all go away. Give me my mod back. I guess it is scrap you for iron again. Although you're worth $100, so nothing to sneeze at. May as well go and sell ya. Check everything else into there as well. Oh, and I left all my tools up the top of the tower. I forgot about that. My Horde base worked a treat to the point where I forgot there was even more to it up above. I've grabbed all the things that I think I have that I can go and sell. Steel armor parts you can get sold as well. I'll keep the steel tool parts at the moment. At some point I need to go through here and organize all of my storage because it is woeful right now. Nothing else really for me. I'll keep Sammy the sledge. Nah, I think everything else is fine. Alright, it is actually really nice to be able to go through my Horde, well, not my Horde base, just my house, and not have to worry about all of the zombies in the world showing up and causing me dramas. Of course, they get close stuff, they'll figure out I'm there, but otherwise, you know, not everyone on the city blocks will come over and have a chin wag with me. Put you down. I've gone down the wrong side and left my bike out in the open. Now I've got to use my old legs again. I hate exercise. Cardio sucks. Tradie boy, how are ya?
Welcome to Trader Joe's. Everything in here has a full, no money back guarantee.
Can I have my money back on that one? How about them apples? How about them apples like I'm freaking Matt Damon? I've always been really mad if for some reason I couldn't pick it back up again. Like it counted as part of the trader world. It's like, no, you cocky piece of shit. No getting your spear back for you. Cry about it. Take that, take all of this stuff, sell everything and make a couple of bucks. Almost $2 grand, and you have actually just restocked. Got some NVGs for me, some cement, some concrete mix. I mean, buying the cements, look at that. It's like, what, $1,500 for almost a full stack of the dry stuff. Very tempting, we'll leave it for now. Oh, anvil though, definitely need one of those. Gunpowder, not really anything else getting me excited. That's all the stuff I just sold to you, so no thank you. Urban Combat Volume number 3. Do I want to buy books? I mean, I'm not particularly rich at the moment, but books are always super valuable. In fact, before I go too much further, I've got 3 skill points to spend. That's already at level 7. Everything else in here is looking pretty wonderful. I do want to go further into Penetrator, but I think I also want some better barter. Better barter and Derek Adventurer, maybe? Maybe just better barter, just to get some better deals. I bought the next level of the Penetrator. What's that do? So armor-piercing rounds can penetrate 2 additional targets. AP ammo, this series, especially if I'm crafting my own ammo, I'm only going to bother crafting AP stuff. Regular ammo, I can loot. AP ammo is definitely the way to go about it. 2 additional targets, oral block up to 750 hit points when using the hunting, lever action, or sniper rifles. I haven't considered that. I hadn't considered that the lever action is in the rifles class, so I can actually have a use for that, even though it's 7.62 and not 44, which I'm still upset about. Lever action could be the go, but spend a point on that, and then the last 2 points, I'll just go better barter. I can't get the next one, but I'll put the next point into just the default intellect tree, just to try and save some money along the trip. Now you... I will take that because it's a very valuable book to have. Fireman's Almanac is less exciting. And you've got nothing else for me either. Alright, fair play. I can't have everything all at once, I suppose. I'll have to just cut my losses and see what else is around here. That's actually a pretty good trip. I'm happy about getting the anvil. Now we just need the bellows. He has actually started offering some tier 2 quests. So not just like the regular ones, but a fetch and clear over to the west, which is going to be back in the Pine Forest. Which I'm not particularly stoked about because it has that lower looting level, and the only good reason about leveling up is you get better squishy way earlier. You're not going in there for a regular one, you're getting an all syrup squishy right off the bat, like that tier 5 hunting rifle. But yeah, right. I've already spent a little bit of the morning faffing about raiding other places. I don't want to do all of the quests all of the time, but the first fetch and clear, it's hard to say no. I don't especially recognize the house, but I do recognize the chook out the front. Wait on. There you go. Always need a cheeky snack on my big grand adventures, even if it does piss off your little friend. I'm just not a good shot. Also, Josh guns allowed and does draw a fair bit of attention. Maybe just try and like hold off on all those shenanigans for a little bit longer if you wouldn't mind. Would make my life a heck of a lot easier if I just stopped floundering about like a goddamn muppet. Who's here? Just you? Nice, Gary. I mean, I shot him in the collarbone. Did enough damage just to make him stumble a bit. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's only a couple of... Oh, nope, there's more coming. Idiot me. Actually, this might be a good opportunity to test. Does regular ammo have any penetration at all, even on tier 3 penetrator? Wait for it. Never mind. Probably helps me hit the target in front to see if bullets go through things. I'm just a rubbish shot. I need to find a scope for this thing as soon as possible, if not faster, because at the moment all I'm doing is just wasting ammo. I don't know if this shed is included in the POI. Oh, it is. It is. I get real squeaky these days. I get excited about not a lot, and my voice pitch is just going through the top of me noggin. Where my balls are going as well, apparently. Grab all those frames and a sneaky extra lockpick. That was in the chest, wasn't it? Didn't quite get you in the scon. I tried my best and I failed miserably. Still not dead. Okay. Don't, I almost left the area. Don't leave the area, Josh. Nice and quick, let's punch through this POI and get our rewards at the end. Oh, I do remember this place. Those are all landmines up there. As exciting as it might be to find a couple of cheeky cooking pots. Yep, no, walk this way. Oh, almost got a little bit too close to me, but it's fine. We're all good. But how about I do this? Because I can't be trusted. You? She was already dead. Could probably have stopped after one, but he was trying to steal all the burgers. No one there. Cheeky hatch down the air vents. I'll get there in a tick, but more importantly, let's grab some cobblestone this time so we're not panicking later again. I can't really explain why. I just feel super flustered today. I feel really... Oh, jeez. Calm your bloody farm there, superstar. Not so much flustered, I just feel like under pressure for some reason. I know it's all psychosomatic, I'm just doing it to my own head. I don't know, I feel uncomfortable, I'm stressed, and I just want the zombies to leave me alone. But they're real insistent on causing lots of ruckus. Found a JaWoodle purple duster that is slightly better than my current one. Well, I'm not gonna say no, am I? Grab you. Got some free dye out of it, I suppose. Quickly whack the pockets into that one. Slap you back on my shoulder, scrap your part, and... You know what? I feel like the spear's doing a lot of the dirty work. I feel like if anything deserves to be purple right now, anything deserves to be bestowed that purpley goodness, it's probably the iron spear. How do I get to the... Oh, in there. I see what your play is. It was actually at the bottom of that air vent from the top. Could have gone down there early and just got that sorted out nice and quickly, but at least this time I didn't forget about it. Wasn't there... Hang on a second. Wasn't there like a sneaky... Yeah, a sneaky vent up through here. Where does this lead? Is this the way I'm supposed to go, or is this separate? Is this sneaky deaky stuff? Oh. Bit of a rough landing there, Chief. You had a big midnight snack, couldn't find your way back upstairs, so just had a kip in the cupboard and still a bit groggy in the morning. Those Dorito hangovers are a bitch. Get you. There we go. Right, is there anything I'm actually still searching for in kitchens? I've got my cooking pot, and I've got plural of them back at home, so that's less of a problem than it used to be. Cheeky frothy, cheeky snack, thank you very much. But I don't know why you were so groggy if you left your frothies behind. Got to do better than that, son. Pushing downstairs into the garage in the basement. Oh, which sounds like there's a lot of people down here to greet me as well. Why is that light shining that way? Normally the lights kind of show you where you're supposed to be going. That one's pointing back towards me, and more curiously... Wait, you're trying to say that my clothes stick or something? You're like shining a beacon on the laundry. Like, oi, dickhead, wash your clothes. You're smelling so bad you're starting to blend in with the undead. Oh, alright then, oh, there's Arlene. I'll deal with that in a moment. Quickly open up you for you. There you go. See, I'm a nice guy. I try my best to look after everyone. Sometimes I don't have time to do laundry, you know? That's just annoying. I don't like chores. Got a cheeky wheel out of the car. Thank you. I heard some footsteps coming behind me and I panicked a little bit, but I think I'm okay. Quickly grab the old cobblestone while I'm here too. Can't wait to get some steel tools in my hand and start one-shotting those pallets again. That's when you know you're living the good life. Anything else around? Nothing up in the ceiling either. No, it's all looking pretty bland and boring. Ooh, $10. Don't mind if I do. Cheers, knackers. Any free coin is free coin. Not gonna sniff at it. Blueberries. I thought there was more down here. Remember getting confused for here and somewhere else. Oh, big pile of books though, with nothing in it, of course. I can see the feet as someone that doesn't excite me like you might expect, but given my spear is best at just getting up close and personal and shoving it right through the nasal cavity, may as well just avoid stealth and get in there and get it done. Nice and quick, walk around to your noggin, make sure you're never getting up ever again. And job done. Alright, easy as. The POI is now clear. There's still a bunch of Muppets outside who are trying desperately to get to me. First I've ever been spotted in my life. I'm not sure I'm comfortable with it. Alright, let's get the loot and get out of here before they succeed in getting inside. Sounds like I'm kind of shit out of luck on time. I think they're inside somewhere, though I can't see them down here just yet. Always check the sneaky deaky death hole at the back of this joint. Grab the weapons bag for... I mean, I suppose it's not too bad. In fact, can I just quickly turn those into arrows right now? Yes, I can, because I did murder that chook not too long ago. Grab the cobble as well before we skedaddle. I just hate being able to hear the zombies behind me all the time. I'm anxious enough as it is. I don't need the extra pressure. Working stiffs box. Another tier 6 shovey. What are you doing? You're doing 82 for a cost of 19.5, and this one's doing... Ooh, what? 71 for a cost of 20s. This one's definitely better. Alright, good get. Happy days. I was gonna scrap it, but then I remembered that I do have traders again. So keeping tier 6 stuff to shove full of mods is a really good money maker. Scrap you for the iron. Another tier 4 Sammy the Sledge. Not too shabby. Some first aid bandos as well. Sort of shotgun mod and a book that I've already read. Fair whackers, take all of that. Blueberry pie recipe, read all of you. Don't have the space to take all of the books with me that I find, so... Oh, I probably could have, but then I couldn't take anything else ever again. Alright, we're good, we're done. Let's get out of here. Purple spear at the ready. Is there like a cheeky deaky way out of here, or I have to go the long way? No, I've got to go the long way, damn. Oh, there's a passing gas just there, and I am pretty desperate to find myself, like, motorcycle parts and things. I went way too long in Mega City without finding any sort of fossilized transportation, those that burn pterodactyls. But it's just like, in the Pine Forest, my loot stage just isn't good enough for me to even really have a chance of finding that. You can all go in there, the things that don't stack. Anything else? The wheel can go in... that can go in, doesn't stack either. Everything else can get stacked, so it can stay with me. Alright, nice and quickly, while Loz is still beating away through the building, let's go and see what's going on at the passing gas. Oh, there's a roadblock there. Hang on, I need to find a way out of this yard. I've got that one lockpick on me. I don't like my chances, but it's worth a crack. See if we can get ourselves into an ATM. I mean, look, if we get in, bonus. If we don't, it's one lockpick, not the end of the world. Do have more at home, probably start taking them out with me, because at some point, I'll be raiding bigger and badder POIs that do have the locked chest at the end of it, rather than just the leather cache. That'd be good. You know, if I get all the way to the end, oh, in on the first go. In on the first go. I had to keep talking to distract myself, because when you start paying attention, that's when you don't get what you're after. $1,000 dues. Not too shabby. Definitely worthwhile. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I ain't saying you were a gold digger, but suddenly my pockets are lined with 1,000 bills, and look who comes rolling out of the bushes. Bloody Arlene again. Gonna do this one the right way around. Make sure we're straddling the rafters ever so carefully and bust into the car parts box. Come on. I mean, a big old stack of repair kits isn't too bad. I'm not really upset about that. Because I can hear someone getting really... Oh, there's stripper titties. Jeez, g'day, love. Didn't realize I ordered you. Didn't realize this was a bachelor party, but apparently it was. Couple of mobs up in the roof. Sit you down. You down. The reach on the spear is just so bloody handy. Even if you're aiming over the top most of the time, you're still going to get a good connection. It's just so handy. I suppose if I can't find any motorcycle parts... Oh! That, who needs to fucking spec into, what is it, stupid advanced engineering or some shit? Who's got time for that when you can just find your forge schematic and your workbench schematic in the first week and a bit? So good. Like, sometimes you get the love of the dice, you know, you roll a d20 and you come up with a 19 every bloody time, or sometimes you get like a -5, like in Mega City, you can never bloody find a thing. But when you find them naturally, God, it feels good. I haven't been this satisfied since like Alpha 17 when Arlene was still around the town. Oh man. Right, well, I'm stoked with that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if I can't find motorcycle parts, then maybe I can find a wrench or something and just make my life a bit better that way. Oh, hang on. See you down real quick. I wanted the stealth shot, but didn't quite get there. Nope. Oh, didn't quite get there in time. Yetis are gonna hit me like a brick fucking shithouse. Ain't about that like giving my arrow back. All right, we're good. Got a little bit of time. Man, I'm just stoked about that workbench. Unfortunately, I do need a wrench and another hammer to make it, but just having the capability just gives me the fizzle. Right, well, no use hanging about waiting to fuck a spider. Let's get in and get out of here. Scrap you for the iron. I mean, handgun parts, I'm not rolling pistols this time, but they are useful for making SMG turrets if I need to down the track, so I'll take you with me. Tech Junkie Volume 3, read you. Robotics parts I'll take with me in case I ever do find a DD schematic. I'm going to need that to put it together. Have a little snack, grab the red tea, and last but not least, what's in you? More first aid bandages, which I appreciate, but also some thigh coverings, which at the moment I'm only rolling heavies. It does give me better protection, but the leathers do give me better mobility, better speed as well, and they're quieter, though stealth isn't really super important. What's more likely? Me to be able to like see someone coming and run away, or me getting punched square in the gooch? Probably me getting punched in the gooch. So I'll slap you into them, swap you over, scrap you for the leather. All right, we're good to go. Good to rock and roll. Nice. Good raid, mate. Jump back on our bike and see if we can get back to tradies before the sun goes down and he decides to have a very early night. Man, the life of a trader in 7 days, cushy as fuck. Gets up well after dawn, goes to bed like 7 PM. Dude's only open for about as long as a bloody bakery before they sell out of all their jelly-filled donuts. Or maybe he's a jelly-filled donut, and that's why no one's coming over to him after midday when he's all stale and yuck and looks like Trader X. We'll get out there nice and quick though and hand in the quests. It's been a good day. It's been a real good day. I'm having the same problem now that I had in Mega City though. I'm thinking to myself, I want to find a wrench. So you would think you'd go to a Working Stiff's tools, right? You need tools, you go to the tool shop. You duck on down to Bunnings on the Saturday, grab yourself a cheeky stag, maybe even a can of a cheeky pub squash or something like that, and have yourself a wonderful time in the car park. But we know from Mega City that that doesn't actually work out.
We got ourselves a real life hero.
I'll take the antibiotics. I don't think I have any antibiotics right now, so I'll grab you. Don't really care about any of these other jobs right now. Although that one,
I've got work.
Electronics store.
Well, good luck.
That's not a bad idea. But yeah, I want to go and raid like a Working Stiffs to find a wrench, but that's not how this works. I need to find a high level POI to raid, like a tier 3 or 4. That's surely my best chance of finding one, right? I don't even know anymore. Put the stuff away that we can, although to be honest, things are getting real chockers in here, so I'm gonna have to make myself some better storage at some point. Although now that the feral sense is off, I can actually do things at my base and not have to worry about the entire city bearing down on me in no time. You can go into them. How do I not have like stacks of like duct tape and things already? I'm not sure. Chuck you in, chuck you in too. I think it might be actually time. Let's go. I do have a fair amount of first aid bandos now, so I can chuck on a full stack of first aid bandos instead. It's only really when I've got a couple of them that I worry about using them, but now I've got a few, I think I can make that switch over. I forgot to sell all that dosh, so I guess Arlene's gonna be showing up more often than not until I finally get rid of all of it. How am I gonna sort my life out? I want to get rid of like most of the walls in those cells there and turn this upper level into like my compound. Get rid of the stairs, make sure it's all nice and hunky-dory. My loot stage is still 86, so no use me going and popping open those gun safes just yet. I'll leave that till later. What is the right play though? What's the right go? Where the shit am I gonna find a bloody wrench? Didn't think I'd have to work so hard for it, although that little construction site there, it's 5 houses. It's a high level POI. I think that whole thing is like 1 restore power quest. If it's a high level POI, the loot stage will be higher and they're all houses, so the chances of finding a wrench in there might actually be pretty decent. Maybe that's where I'll go tomorrow morning before I go and have a little toddle off to town. While I'm thinking about it actually, I want to put in a little bit of an access route up onto the roof. Not so where the zombies can use it or think it's a viable path, because I do have those stairs going up those towers. But if there's nothing underneath them, the zombies rather, shouldn't think it's a goer. Quickly grab you. Chuck in a couple of ladders just like that, so I can get over and get up and out because that gives me access to both the towers, my roof, and an escape route if things go badly. Yes, it involves me having to be coordinated and actually land that jump, but assuming I can, that's not a bad idea. I do really wish the towers like stuck out an extra block though, because I can't quite get a good angle on, like look at that, like it's stuck on the ribs of the wall. I can't really do a lot about it. Actually, come to think of it, I think I just heard someone. Yeah, someone's out here. I don't know where though. Can I like go like this? There we go. That's a much better spot to try and hit a couple of Muppets. Someone's groaning out here. I don't know where you are. Oh, they inside. Hang on. Oh shit. Are they inside my house? Oh, they are too. They are too. They found the hole in the wall that I should have probably patched up before now. That was not clever. Josh, make a bloody door. That was silly. Actually, instead of a door, I'll scrap you and I'll make myself a couple of hatches. Just so when someone is inevitably trying to beat their way in, I can just pop open the top one and stab them in the face. Go like that. You're going to need another block here though, because the zombies did a good number on you last time. Grab you. Going to go on face. Chuck you that way. Like that. Like that. Perfect. That'll work. I do need to upgrade the block you're attached to. Hold your horses. There you go. Alright, well, now it's like a convenience counter. Like I'm running a concession stand at the movies. Rock on over, pay $18,000 for a choc top, and I'll give you nothing but a punch in the nose. There's that. And that's... yeah, lovely dovely, open for business. I actually think I'm pretty well set up. I can't start doing any major renovations in here till I have like a pickaxe and stuff. Probably even steel, just because of how much work it's going to be to pop all of this open. Not just the walls, but like the bars and the iron gates and stuff as well. I need a wrench to be able to get through the beds and get all of the available materials out of it. So that's going to have to wait for a bit of a while till I can get cracking on that. That's okay. I'm not really feeling too much pressure right now, although... yeah, okay. Sounds like someone's coming for me. Arlene, can you just... go away for a second. I know you're... oh god, I know you're a chook, but there's one just behind you too. Was that a headshot? No, it wasn't. That one was, but you still didn't die. There you go, finally. Good god, I know you were thick, but that wasn't the way I imagined. Well, with that, we're about to tick over to midnight. I think it was a good change. I think lowering the XP level was definitely the appropriate option. Just because of how many kills I'm getting, I couldn't keep it up that high. I'd be level 200 before day 30, which would be bloody ridiculous. So lowering the XP level, I stand by that, and getting rid of the feral sense, definitely good plans. Feels about right now, I think. I think we're about at the right level. My game stage is 51. My loot stage in my prison is 86. I'm not quite ready to go raiding yet. But tomorrow, we'll hit up that big POI with all the buildings. Could be a really bad idea. High loot stages, I mean, high risk, high reward. All to get a goddamn spanner. Seems stupid to me, but whatever. We're trying to find some basic tools out there for my dreams of doing DIY shit. We'll hit that. We'll go and do the electronics store, see what we can get out of there too, and hopefully get a pretty good result. But I'll have to come back and hopefully get that good result in the next episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons on the Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.